People think I just hang out all day and take naps, but I don't. I do a lot of work, and then I take a nap.
Hi guys, and welcome back to We Want to Know. This episode we're interviewing serial entrepreneur John Place. Enjoy!
Hello.
Hello.
First question. What made you want to become an entrepreneur and work for yourself?
Necessity made me become an entrepreneur. I had a regular job like everybody else, and things went bad, and I got backed into a corner, and when people get backed into a corner, they kind of have to figure out really quick how they're going to get out of that. I had a choice to go and interview and get a new job and make very little money, or I could figure out how to do it on my own and hopefully make more money, and it actually worked out pretty well, but not very fast. It took me 10 years before I actually started making enough money to really live. Those 10 years was basically just a lot of struggle.
What did you enjoy the most from partnering with my dad in Zombie Ace?
Who said I enjoyed any of it? You know what was cool is, okay, so, what's it been, 6 years, maybe 7 years, something like that? I actually knew Carlos way back. At one point I was doing video production. I did video production, graphic design, advertising for like 20 years. And I met Carlos Fierro, or your dad, as a client for video production. I did a commercial for his firm. He was doing Forex exchange, and I did a commercial for his firm. And I met him through there. We connected pretty well, but as just a client. And then we didn't talk for maybe a few years because, you know, his project was done. And then he needed some printing and graphic design because he was going out on his own. So he contacted me because we already had a relationship, and I helped him with that. And then our mentality is pretty much the same. We come up with an idea and we just go for it. So we clicked very well. I remember a long time ago he was talking about food trucks. They were starting to become kind of big, and he's like, oh, that'd be cool to get one, but just in passing. And then I forgot what it was, but one day I called him and said, hey, you still interested in doing a food truck? He's like, yeah. I was like, well, I found a trailer in Miami for like $1,000. You want to go in half and get it? Or actually, no, it was $2,000. But your dad's really good at negotiating, so we got it for $1,000. So that's one great thing. But with that, so we started Zombie Ice. And what's cool is we're both the same mentality, but we're totally different skill sets. So whereas your dad was great at business, like straight up business, like I said, he's a great negotiator, things like that. I'm good with graphic design and marketing, things like that, and just being silly. So I think we had names for ourselves. I was he was the enforcer, and I was the, what was I? I was pretty much it was like, I don't know. I would just go to, he's very, you know, if you don't know Carlos and you just meet him, he's a scary guy. He just looks scary, and he's very serious, but he's actually not as serious as he pretends to be. Me, I'm just always, hey, so I would go to different food trucks and talk to people, cans and kiss babies, and it just worked out for us because we both complimented each other on different things, and so that always, it works.
What other businesses do you have now?
Oh, businesses that I have now. So I have a few different things that I do. I get bored very quickly, so I can never just do one thing and just stick with that and go, you know, whatever. So I have a few. So I have a product that I sell online, 2 products I sell online. One is called Monster Paste, and from that I created another product called Monster Pasties. I have a photo booth company. That's what this is. That started off as something super tiny that I was just like, to now like my biggest thing. And then I just, I create all kinds of weird stuff. So those are the ones I have now.
How do you have fun while on the job?
How do I have fun? Depends on what job I'm doing. So photo booth, I'm always at a party. They hire me for weddings, bar mitzvahs, birthday parties, corporate events, so I'm always at a party, so that's always fun. I would say mostly is I don't take things so seriously. I'm not very I'm always a party. We're always having fun. I don't know. Fun is what you make it, I think. You know, some people take things so super serious. Me, I don't take things much serious at all. Yeah, I'm just, hey, I'm John.
My dad loves, to take us to work. So, in the truck. So, do you take your kids to events, and what do they like the most of it?
Oh, free labor? Yeah, I love free labor. It's the greatest. That's why I have 4 kids. I have 4 people that can work for me. No, but you know what's the greatest thing about what your dad does and what I do? Yes, I do take my kids. And mostly it's a learning experience. Most people have normal jobs. They can't take their kid to work. It's a very stressful job, most likely. And even if the job's not stressful, probably the atmosphere is stressful. You're dealing with bosses and supervisors and things like that. So they come home and, a lot of people are like, I hate my job. Oh, it's Monday. I don't want to go to work. Oh, yay, it's Friday. And then on Sunday, they're like, oh, tomorrow's Monday. Or, hey, it's hump day. It's Wednesday. Being an entrepreneur and just working on your own, I don't know what day is what. Like today, right now, I think it's Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't even know. I don't know what today is. And that happens a lot. It'll be Friday and everybody's, it's Friday. And me, I'm like, oh, okay. But I like, we like bringing our kids to work or see what we do because hopefully, they'll pick up a different mindset to not just go and get a 9-to-5 job. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's not for everybody. But at least our kids and you guys, you see it's a lot of work. People think it's super easy. Like, hey, I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own business. And, it's great. And it's, it's not always, not always. It takes a long time before it becomes fun. So it's good for your kids, I think, to see that there's ups and there's downs. But working for yourself, I think in the overall you're very happy, or at least a lot happier than working for somebody else. In fact, I always say my worst day working for myself is still better than my best day working for somebody else. So, and it's, if you think about that, break it down, it makes a lot of sense,
What was so intriguing about the photo booth business that you wanted to pursue it so much? I know I like the Zumba too.
So there's Zumba class going on in the next room over here. So we have get you moving. Yeah. So the photo booth started off as like, hey, maybe I can do this little thing on the weekends and make a couple extra dollars and maybe even, give it to one of my kids when they go to college so they can make some extra money. And in 4 years, it's become to like, hey, let's do it on the weekends, to like a very substantial business. Like it's crazy. I never would have thought. I mean, it's big and it's easy. There's a lot of jobs that are way harder that make a lot less money than doing a photo booth. I mean, it does really well. Party every weekend, and I'm having fun, and I'm making money, and it is pretty easy. In fact, I have some people, my son and daughter, they were helping me when they were 15. It's that easy.
And what are your favorite types of events to do with the photo booths and why? Like the party?
Okay, so my favorite types of events to do with photo booth, they're all basically the same. Once you start going to party after party after party, you realize all the parties are exactly the same, just different people. So I mean, there's really no favorite. I like parties with less people. Yeah, I mean, so I've done parties from 2,000 people to, I've had kids' birthday parties where they hire me, I think, more to babysit than to run a photo booth, with like 5 kids. So I mean, I've done from 5 people to 2,000 people. And it's all the same, it's time. If you're hired for 2 hours, doesn't matter if there's 2,000 people or 5 people, you're there for 2 hours. You can only get through so many and you go about your day.
So how is using social media for you? Because I know that you're like on Facebook all the time or like posting all stuff. So how is social media like so important when it comes to like creating your brand and expanding your business?
So social media, I think, is the best form of advertising ever. For one, it's free. Now, yeah, there are paid versions, but here's another thing. With my photo booths, or with any other things, I haven't once yet paid for advertising, and I'm slammed busy. Now again, I haven't paid for advertising. I'm on a lot of different sites that drive people to where I am so they can see me, but that's all free stuff. Yelp, I'm huge on Yelp. I'm number 1 in Broward County in our area. In every single city, I'm number 1 organically on Yelp, free. I don't pay for it. I've developed a way where I can, it's a little secret that I have, that a lot of people want it, but it only works for one person in each area. Because if I give it to, somebody else that does photo booth in my area, it'll just mess me up. So I am open. I share a lot of things. I'm in different forums and I'm in different networks, and I share all my secrets except that one. But I will share it to people that are out of my area. So I'm very open to share, but I don't, there's certain, like pretty much that I don't. But social media, I found the best thing for social media, if you have a product or anything you're excited about, is to do live videos. I think more people are starting to do it, but I think that it's way underrated. Whenever I'm building photo booths, I also build photo booths. I don't know if I said that. I build them also, yeah. I build them and sell them and get other people into the business. But while I'm building photo booths, I'll have a live stream going, and I'm building, and I'll have friends say, oh, don't do that. People will see how you make it. No, yeah, they'll see it, but they also see how much work goes into it. I build everything by hand. I don't send it out to a manufacturer and just sell, buy it from here and resell it. I actually build everything with my own hands. And people see that, and I'm answering questions, and it involves them more to where it gets them more excited because they see how excited I am, and they end up buying photo booths, or they'll talk to their friends about it. Also, social media. Next thing is, if you're excited about it, tell people you're excited, show people you're excited. Because if you just post, I'm old, I use Facebook. Probably all your viewers are, using the Instagrams or whatever. I'm old, so I use Facebook mostly. But people will just, post a picture. Hey, I have something for sale, whatever. Me, I go on live, I'm like, oh, check this out, I got this and that. But people get excited, and when they get excited, they want to buy stuff. Like, look, I got goosebumps. See, and that's what happens to other people, they get goosebumps. Live videos, that's the best on social media, I think. But you can reach people, and then you start developing a following, and it's free. That's the main thing, it's free.
And I'm gonna move the topic of conversation. You do a lot of Facebook videos about your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I love them. They're so cute. And so what drives you to make those videos? Are they like specific times that you want to make them, or is it just like spur of the moment?
Kids and puppies, they sell. So while I'm building photo booths, I have my daughter. She has a screwdriver. I built a little board with a bunch of holes, and I'll give her some screws, and she's there doing stuff while I'm doing stuff. Yeah, puppies and kids. I mean, they're the cutest thing ever, so why not put them in your videos with you? You got to find different angles and different things that work. Whenever I have her with me, my views go, really high. If it just be myself, who wants to look at this? Come on. But they hopefully get some, no, not hopefully, I know they get a lot of valuable information because they write me and they're like, oh, I'm so inspired and this and that. Or, I don't see myself as an inspirational kind of person, but I guess, everybody at some point inspires somebody else, Like you, for instance, you do your sports videos and people are inspired. You do your 2-minute boom boom. But it's good because there might be people that maybe they're shy or maybe they want to start doing social media, but they, they see other people in their same peers doing it and it makes them want to do it. So, and you never realize, inspiring.
And what are your aspirations for the future? What do you want to be remembered for?
Oh, a legacy? Remembered for? I don't know. Really, I don't care what anybody really remembers me for, except for my kids. I just want them to see how hard I work and see, where it can bring you. I don't know. I don't explain that one, but really, I don't care what anybody else thinks except for my kids. That's all. So as long as they see that I'm a hard worker and I make things happen and I execute it and it works, then hopefully they'll pick something up and then they can, build on that or build their own something,
And for the future, any projects in the works yet?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Can you tell us what they are?
No.
No comment. No comment.
I have a product now that does very well. I'm going to rebrand that product and bring it into a different industry. I just want 0.001% of that industry, and I'll be okay. You know what the best part about entrepreneur is?
What?
Nap time. I take a lot of naps, but here's the deal. They're not free. Naps aren't free, okay? I used to take free naps. I would just nap all day, yeah. Now, I can't take a nap until I've earned $300. Now, I can say it higher. I started off at $100, but that was becoming too easy, so now it's like $300. Once I make $300, I can take a nap. Some days I don't make $300, I don't take a nap. Other days I sell online overnight while I'm sleeping and I wake up, I'm like, it's nap time.
Thank you so much for speaking with us and for just giving us your wisdom and the viewers your wisdom. I think a lot of people are gonna be inspired by you and everything that you've done to get to this point. So
cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yay!
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go dance.
You want to go dance
There,
too?
there, go
That
for it.
looks so cool. I do Zumba all the time. I should have brought my little workout gear. Hi guys, we hope you enjoyed this week's video. There's actually going to be a part 2 coming out very soon where John tells his life story and kind of gives advice to any future entrepreneurs. That's going to be in our surprise video category, so make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell icon to be notified whenever we post. Bye!